Good day. It's a beautiful day. It's been a long while. Dr. Kepu Matita speaking. I'll start a journey with you guys. The journey concerns divorce. This topic is a controversial one, but again, I'll give my insight. Many will come to listen, others will come to disturb. But the important thing is the message. I want us to get it. I'm starting today, and I will continue every day. Stay tuned. Every single day, there will be a message on this topic. Marriage is a very important thing. It's something that the Lord started. He said a man will leave his mother and his father and mother and look for himself a wife. The word they look for himself a wife. There are things which are involved in it. A man, they did not say a boy. One. So before getting married, you need to be a man. The next question is, who is a man? A man is somebody that reasons and thinks differently. As time goes on, we'll unveil that part to understand who you classify a man. And he said he will look for a wife. God did not just tell us that he's going to look for a lady or a girl or a woman. He said a wife, which therefore means there are attributes that a woman needs to have before qualified to become a wife. Not because you are a woman means you can be a wife. Based on the biblical point of view. That is from my basis that I'm looking at marriage. I'm not looking at marriage in the sense of a layman way or the way the society looks at it, because I'm a Christian and I look at marriage in that perspective. And then, what is marriage? It's a union between two individuals that are from different backgrounds and they decide to be committed to each other. Two different backgrounds means they have two different mentalities, but yet they decide to live together. Therefore means there must be friction. Friction is bound to come because we reason different, we're raised up differently. But the motivation to be together is far above any other thing. And that is what makes marriage or keeps marriage, because there will be ups and downs. That is why the Bible says a man, you must be a man first. And then you must be a wife. Because there are challenges involved in it. And when you go down to Ephesians, when the Lord is talking about marriage, he may mention first one thing, that both you the man, you the woman, and the man, you must learn to respect each other. Learn to respect each other. That's the first thing. Then he went to divide the rules. He said, you the man, you have to love your woman. Love that woman. That is what the Lord instructs us to do. Love your woman. Seriously, that's what you need to do. To love the woman. And he gave a condition. Love the woman. Just like Jesus loved the church. He died for the church. It means you have to sacrifice. You are supposed to sacrifice your life for your woman. And he went to the woman. He says, submit to your husband. But some versions give me the explanation that I actually want, the description that I actually love. He said, New Living Translation said, a man should submit to respect the authority of the man. Respect the authority of the man. That is it. Why I don't like to use the word submission is because most people look at it differently. If you take submission, the biblical in the dictionary point of view, submission is just like a slave and master relationship. But biblically, submission means you have the ability to do something, but you chose not to do it in reverence for your husband. You have the money to buy a car, but your husband tells you not to buy that car. You have the ability to do it, but you choose not to because you respect what your husband said. That is submission. That is the biblical point of submission. Now, divorce, as I said, that is where we're going. This is how marriage is supposed to be. You, the man, you submit, because that's the key. That is the key. What is the key? God gave us the key. You see, to a man, men see love as respect. When a woman respects the man says that this woman loves me. But when a man provides for the woman, respects the woman, meets the woman's emotional needs, the woman sees it as love. For instance, if a man prepares food for the wife, when the wife comes back to work, present it on the table, does everything, say, darling, please, you are back, I've prepared food, come and sit, come and eat. In fact, serve the table, arrange everything for the woman to eat. The woman comes, the woman will say, wow, my husband loves me. Look at the way he pampers me. Before I come back from work, he has prepared food, he has taken care of the home and one or two things. Despite the fact that he's working, he doesn't complain. He loves me so much. Now, the same act, if a woman does it to a man, the man say, wow, this woman respects me. Before I come, look at what she has done. I have a very respectful woman. The same act, one sees it as respect, the other sees it as love. So, therefore, that is a key that God gave to us. The key to a woman's heart is to love the woman. To a man's heart is to respect the man. So God has given us the key. It's left for us to decide. But the woman needs to understand, because God also mentions something. In 1 Peter 3 verse 1, after he said woman should respect the authority of the man, he said, but the woman should treat the man good. In doing so, that man will be drawn towards God. That man will see the good in the woman and be drawn towards God. Remember, God is love. Jesus is love. When the man goes towards God, he's going towards love. And that is exactly what that woman needs. So, a woman, you are the first line of evangelization to bring your man towards God. Go to prayer lines. Go to churches. Women are the ones praying. How many men do go to church and pray? How many men stand to think about God? But if you do that, and the man sees you doing it, that man will come and join you in that prayers. For those who have husbands that don't care about God. But again, he made woman to understand. In that very first Peter 3, you go down to 4, he makes woman to understand that do not use your makeup, all these outward appearances, do not use it to deceive the man. But instead, love the man. He gave an example like Sarah. Sarah that called the man, the husband, my Lord. That is the extent that God went. But again, when it comes to that same verse, 1 Peter 3, it goes to 7, he said, Man and woman are equal. You are equal in the eyes of God. Nobody is different. But then that is the difference. The difference is your role. The role a woman play and the role a man play is different. The responsibility is different. That's why when people talk about gender equality, I laugh. Gender equality is true, it's good, but it's in job sites, not in your house. There are functions that a man has and that of a woman. We respect that, and that is what God made it to be. But look at the caveat that God said something that God said again in that verse 7. He said, men, treat your woman right. If you do not, I, the Lord, will not listen to you. Other versions say your prayers will be hindered. Then ask yourself, what happens? Why is God telling me this? That my prayers will be hindered if I do not respect my woman. Now, the thing is simple. You are the one that chose that woman. You said choose a woman that is compatible to you. A woman that can respect you. So you are the one that choose the woman. Now, when you choose the woman, a man will look for himself a wife, and we bring that wife back to God, and you say, this is my woman. So it's your choice. Because it's your choice, you have to respect that choice. You have to respect that woman because it is your choice. Now, that is why that verse is about there. Because most of us ask ourselves, why is it so? Why would God say such a thing? God said it because you are the one that went and took that woman. Remember, women don't have the ability to marry a man. But the man get married to a woman. So with that is how God wants marriage to be. Now, something happened along the line. What is that thing? Divorce. Why? Now, if you go down to Matthew 19, the Pharisees had that and they decided to trap Jesus with it. When they asked him that Moses gave divorce letters, in the time of Moses, he allowed divorce and he gave divorce letters, he issued divorce letters. So why is it that Jesus is saying that you should not divorce? Jesus replied and he said something which is very important. He said, it is true, Moses gave divorce letter. Why? It is because of the wickedness of the heart of man. But he went further to say, that is not God's original design. But he said the wickedness of the heart of man. Now, I want us to look at this wickedness, and that is what is happening with divorce today. And as we move further to talk about divorce, after this introduction, from tomorrow, we shall understand. But this one, I wanted us to get a glimpse of every single thing that is happening. What is Jesus talking about? He's talking about the heart. What is the reason? Why did you decide to choose this man? Why did you decide to choose this woman? That is the bone of contention. What is your reason? The Bible wants us to understand that you love person unconditionally. Love doesn't come with anger. It doesn't see any wrong. There are lots of things that he talks about love that we shall talk about it. Now you love this woman. We love because of interest. We get married now, not because of love, but not because of unconditional love, but because of interest. I want to get married to him because he has money. I want to get married to him because he's from a big family. I want to get married to this girl because I need a child. I want to get married to this man because I want him to sponsor me in school. We have various reasons. And when you think about it, these reasons, is it the original reason that God is telling us about getting married? It's not. So when Jesus said, the wickedness of the heart of man, it is just your mind that you had before getting married to that woman. Most of us will say, yes, what God has put together, let no man put asunder. True. But the question I ask you that will leave you with it, and will continue tomorrow, is this. Did God put it together in the first place? did God put it together in the first place? It's a question mark. We'll continue from there. May God bless us all.